Hey everybody, hi and welcome to our program webinar tonight. I'm Tanya and I have been using our beautiful program now for 3 years. Our program is called the Soul Project Vitality Hub. It's been through a little bit of a revamp lately, so we really wanted to share tonight a little bit around our program, what it looks like. Obviously, it's still the same as it always was. It's still as fantastic as it ever was, but we've revamped it and made it even better. So there's a lot more resources now. There's a lot more to it than what we had before. So welcome to anyone who's new here, who's hopping on to watch this. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about our program tonight and our nutritional support. We really appreciate the time that you've taken out of your family time to join us. And thank you to anyone who's watching this, the recording as well. So I just want to share a little bit around where I came from, where I started in this and why I started. So I essentially was pretty unwell when I accidentally found this program. I'm all about synchronicity, so I know things aren't usually by accident, but I watched a friend of mine who was really sick get well. And I remember at the time feeling really, really sick. I had an autoimmune disorder, so I had chronic pain every day. I had adrenal fatigue, so I was absolutely exhausted. I felt like a zombie trying to get through my everyday. I didn't sleep well at night. I got every kind of bug you can imagine, so I was always sick. My immune system was seriously compromised, so I had a lot of awful viruses like cold sores and regular UTIs and thrush and things like that going on in my body. So, and of course I had I was feeling really low and no motivation at all to do anything, and my sleep was terrible. So I had a lot of awful things going on at the time, but the chronic pain and the exhaustion were huge for me. And so I had tried everything for about 4 years. I tried all sorts of supplements, treatments, therapies to heal my body, because I refused to see this as a chronic illness, and I really thought there's definitely a way that I want to heal my body. So I looked at so many different things and nothing was working for me. Nothing changed. Everything stayed the same. The only thing that I discovered along my journey was that I was allergic to gluten. So I removed that from my diet. What that did for me is it reduced a little bit of the gut issues that I was having. So I had a lot of gut pain, a lot of flatulence, a lot of what they call a confused bowel. And that was because I had leaky gut as well. So, that's where one day you can be constipated, the next day you can be, have diarrhea. It's pretty awful, but and a lot of pain as well. A lot of those symptoms went away, but I still had the cramps. I still had the regular cramps. So that didn't change for me at all. So when I found my friend on using this program and getting well, I said, I've got nothing to lose. I gave it a shot. And after only a few days, I started feeling so much better. My energy was amazing. I was actually bouncing out of bed in the morning instead of trying to drag myself out of bed. And I was telling myself to go to bed at 11 o'clock every night, which was not something that I did before. I'd be falling asleep on the couch, and then a nap was a normal occurrence for me. And my chronic pain was gone within 2 weeks. So things slowly, progressively got better and better for me. And this program made absolute sense for me as well. So it made sense to me because I believe in mind, body and soul wellness, alignment and balance. I believe that when we are well in one area and not well in another, it affects all those areas. So we cannot have one area of illness. We cannot be well in our bodies and still be well in our mind and our soul as well. It's all part of our holistic health, and it's all part of our program, and it's exactly what we believe in our program as well. So what I want to talk about a little bit is just around what our program is about, what we can offer you, and what our philosophy is. So when we think about mind, body and soul wellness, that's what our program is essentially about. So what we do is we offer resources that give you a chance to create some really good mindful and soul practices on a daily basis. So we support you to create you know, some really nice meditative spaces, mindfulness. We bring in grounding, you know, yoga, all of those kind of things as well, but there's so much more to it. What we also offer is we offer our body program. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our philosophy, but first of all, what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to share my screen and show you our program. So this is our website, our Vitality Hub website. Essentially what this gives you is it gives you all sorts of different things. As you can see here, you get workout videos, health webinars, mindset series, you get eating plans, shopping lists, family-friendly recipes, and these recipes are amazing. They're so easy and simple to use. They're great. You get a beautiful online community to support you. You get our nutritional support, and you also get health education. So this is a little bit about our program, which I will share with you now. Actually, no, I can't because I haven't put my sound on. Sorry, guys. Forget that. But I just wanted to show you a little bit around the sort of things that we've got to offer you. So I'm just going to stop sharing there. And so before we had lots of recipes, now we've got even more recipes. We've made our website even more user friendly. So all, you know, if you're looking for a particular recipe like butter chicken, for example, you pop it in the search and it comes up. So if you're looking for chocolate, you put chocolate in and it comes up, but everything is itemized. It's so easy and so simple to use, very, very user friendly, which is something that I love personally, and very family friendly as well. Now, when we look at our body and we think about our philosophy, the whole reason, another reason why we also think that, you know, body and soul and mind are really important is that for anybody who knows, who understands that there's a link between our gut health and our mental health. When our gut flora is damaged or it's not healthy, what it does, it unbalances our mind. So when we're feeding our gut really good bacteria and really good food to make that gut health, that gut bacteria multiply, then our mind feels a lot more balanced and we're able to respond to things a lot easier. The other beautiful thing about it is when we think about food and we think about plants in particular, plants are really high vibing. So they're very light, they absorb the energy of the sun, and they are very light in their energy and their frequency and their vibration. So when we think about things that are heavier, things like animal products, they're a lot denser, they're a lot harder for our bodies to process. And so they don't tend to, they're a lot heavier and hold us down a lot more. Well, I'm glad Jasmine's popping back in. So what we do is we help people to understand why it's important to put certain foods on their plate, what their plates really look like. So when we look at people's plates, most of their plates are looking like this, which is really sad. Only about 30, or actually in reality, about 20 to 30% of their plates have plant-based products. Anything that's essentially just plants, so fruits and veggies. 70% of their plates are full of animal proteins, processed carbs, refined sugars, processed dairies, and just generally processed foods. And if you think about it, you know, this is what my plate used to look like, which is pretty sad. I mean, it hasn't for the last quite a few years now, probably the last 5-6 years. I've been a lot better with my diet and it's really helped to change a lot. But what we're really wanting to do is to help educate people so that they understand what their plate really needs to look like if they want to have really good health and really good vitality every single day of their life. What's really important to be putting on your plate is about 10% good fats. And these are things like our avocados, our olive and coconut oils, our nuts and seeds, you know, things like that have really natural oils. None of our highly processed oils, like canola oil is the worst thing that you can ever use. Even a lot of our dairies, we have to be really careful with how much dairy fat that we're having as well. We also need to have about 30% protein on our plate. And that can be also pre and probiotics, which is essentially our digestive food. So it's what is really good for our digestion, what proteins are easier for us to actually digest. And then we need about 60% plant-based carbohydrates, and these are essentially fruit and veggies. And these are what boosts our immune system. So they're what feeds our gut. Pretty simple, right? But when you think about it, not many people have this, and our recipes support this. We give you recipes that actually give you all of this to make it really easy and simple for you. Now, the other thing that we have is we have our beautiful nutritional support, which we've decided to partner with, and we partnered with it simply because they are plants. Everything that we use in our nutritional support comes from plants, and like I explained before, plants are high vibing. They are excellent for our gut health. They are great to help balance our mood, and they are amazing nature's medicine, right? They are really healing. So best things for us to be eating. And so when we think about our nutritional support in our plants, we are supporting all our systems. Our nervous system, our digestive system, and our immune system, which are really important. Now, if we look at our nervous system, it's very important. So when we're stressed, so think about our adrenals, for example, when we're really under a lot of pressure or under a lot of stress, what happens is our body actually cannot digest food. So our digestive system does not, we're in fight and flight. So the last thing it's going to do is want to digest food. So we're in this constant state where we're trying to cope. So that's why healthy fats are really, really important. So what we do is we support these healthy fats by introducing our beautiful vegan omegas. Now, all of our products are Juice Plus. We partner with the Juice Plus company, and these are our omega blend. Now, these are different from our usual omega-3s because these are a blend of 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, not 8. We don't have omega-8s. And they come only from plants. So the main source is algae. We skip the fish altogether because we believe that fish are not sustainable. They're also really high in mercury. There's hardly any of them in the sea anymore, and so we don't really want to be removing them from the sea. The other thing is, to get omega-3 oil out of fish has to go through a heat process to do it. And often what happens is that oil becomes rancid before it's even in your body. So 9 times out of 10, it's way more toxic than if you weren't taking it. So you're better off without it. Whereas when we use our processes, it's all cold pressed because it's all from plants. So it's highly efficient. It's going to work straight away. And then all our other plant sources are mostly from seeds, fruit seeds and things like that. And I love these. These have been amazing for our brain health. So once your nervous system has your myelin sheaths coated in a really nice fat, then you don't react to things the same. You become more responsive rather than reactive. And you can feel a lot better and cope with your day a lot better. Now, once our nervous system is working really well, our body wants to digest food better, right? It helps us to manage stress a lot better. So then it can start digesting food, and that's where our beautiful protein powders come in. Now these, again, all plant-based, nothing nasty, nothing synthetic, nothing unnatural added at all. And these are essentially superfoods, plant extracts, pre and probiotics, and added B vitamins, particularly niacin, and these are all in a natural food form. And these are great for mood boosting as well. So we know those B vitamins are great for mood boosting. And these are really good if you are, often I use these in my smoothies. I'm not someone who likes drinking my food. I never have done. So when these, someone said to me, why don't you give these a go? And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to drink my food. Why would you want to? But these are so convenient. I find them great for traveling. I also find them good if I'm in a hurry and I'm racing out the door. They're great. I have customers who don't like eating breakfast. These are great for breakfast because it feels like they're having a drink. Also for people who are just chronic meal skippers and we want to keep our metabolism working really well and really efficiently. These are great for that. Also fantastic for kids, for after school snacks, way healthier than those high sugar processed foods that we often feed them. These are great for hot chocolates. These are great for chai lattes. Just love them. And we also use them in our program in baking as well. So they're just perfect. And of course, you know, full of superfoods, not the kind of thing that you would put on your plate normally. So then that gives us all the good bacteria that our digestive system needs to produce or to protect our body and to strengthen our immune system. So when we look at our immune system, these are our plants. So we talk about our plant-based carbohydrates. These are exactly what these are. These are our fruits, our veggies, and our berries. These are 33 fruits, veggies, and berries in here that have been, the entire fruit, veggie, everything, the seeds, the skins, everything has been vine ripened, allowed to ripen and drop when they're ready. They have been taken and pulverized and dehydrated at a really low temperature, and then they have been placed in a capsule, and everything again is vegan, 100%, nothing nasty added to it. Even our capsule is tapioca. And the reason why we pop it in a capsule is to prevent any oxidation. So it keeps it fresh, keeps it healthy. And then what happens is these beautiful little babies go into your bloodstream within 7 minutes, and they work on a cellular level. So these are what we call our micronutrients. They work on a cellular level. They give your body exactly what it needs the most. And because it's food, it's bioavailable. Your body understands exactly what it is. It knows exactly what to do with it. It's not a toxic, fractured, synthetic vitamin or supplement that it doesn't know what it is, and it just flushes it out and doesn't use it at all. So you can never have too much of these. And often what happens is when our body is trying to function really well, when it's trying to heal itself, when it's trying to detox itself, because we're always filling our body up with toxins, even just with the digestive process, and when it's trying to just give us the energy that we need to get through our day, if it's trying to do all that and we're still sick or we're still not got the energy that we need, then your body's not getting the right nutrients that it needs from what you're already eating. So the whole idea of these is to bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating, right? And these give you all of that extra that you need so you can support your body to heal. And the other beautiful thing it does is it helps you to crave really good food. So once you start taking them, you find that you're craving even more fruits and veggies. And so, you know, using our program is so simple because we want to. We feel like we want to eat better. We want to be healthier. So I absolutely love these. Of course, GMO, pesticide free, you know, they're amazing. They've been around, the company's been around for 50 years, and it's the most researched product in the world. We've got about 40 studies around the world to say that they actually work, they're actually absorbed by the body, they actually give you energy, they actually, you know, boost your immune system. They do all these things. So I just love that as well. Love, love, love that. The other beautiful thing I love about our company is when you order our fruits, veggies, and our berries, you actually get the Child Chews for free. Our company has a massive mission where we really want to be supporting kids to create a more healthy habits now and into their lifetime. And these are exactly the same as our chews. The only difference is they're just same as our capsules, they're just in a chew form, so it's easy for the kids to eat, but we also have them in the capsules. And I know for my daughter, she was 15 at the time, she had a lot of anxiety and panic attacks, she was cutting, we didn't know what else to do with her. And we were at the stage where the psychiatrist was about to step in and give her some medication. Neither of us wanted that to happen. So we just happened to be starting her on the free products, and she, it really helped her. Within the first week, we noticed huge changes in her mood. She'd come out of her room, she stopped cutting. She stopped the tearful outburst that was a continuous thing, because she used to hide in her room all the time and not let us in. And now it's, you know, she's nearly 19 and she's a different girl. So really, really grateful for our incredible health program for our kids as well. So that's a little bit about the program. I'm actually going to pass you on over to the beautiful Jasmine now, and she's going to tell you a little bit why she loves the program and what it's done for her.
Thanks, Tanya. Hi, everybody. My name's Jasmine, and I've been with the Soul Project now for about 6 months. One of the things I personally love about our program is the wonderful community of like-minded and very real people that I get to connect with on the daily. So on a personal level, I'm very much the loner type. I've always been that way. And I think a part of it is that I think really differently to most. I've been to crystals and breath work and walking barefoot and hugging trees kind of things. So it's quite easy for me to feel a bit out of place and when I'm out in society and with my physical everyday friends. But here in the Soul Project community, everyone's very accepting, everyone's very gracious when it comes to holding space and supporting you. Everyone accepts you as you come, which I find really rare and actually really refreshing. I also live alone, and I've been alone for quite a while now, so it's really fulfilling in terms of my human needs for connection. The other thing that I love about our community, I'd say, would be the steady stream of this wealth of knowledge that is just constantly flowing through this community. So I actually saw a video earlier on today. I think it was Lauren Nelson, and she was burning Palo Santo, which is wood used for energy cleansing, and she did some stretches, some yoga, and some rituals that she uses for grounding. And I just love seeing these kinds of educational tools and resources that inspire me to grow and explore things that are not traditionally taught in the educational system, in the healthcare system, or even in society in general. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. So I feel like I found this as secret, never-ending kind of gold mine. It's always refreshing. It's always full of variety. It never gets old. Keeps me curious, keeps me engaged, keeps me growing, and seeing things from multiple different perspectives. And I don't even have to search for it. That's the beautiful thing, that it always seems to, being in this community, it always seems to come to me right when I seem to need it as well. Inspiring quotes and recipes, smoothie ideas, and things that make me laugh right on time. So yeah, I think if I were to talk about hugging trees or crystals or something to my everyday friends, it'd probably give me side eye and maybe tell me not to forget my tinfoil hat. So those are a couple of things I love about our program, the variety of resources, the wonderful support network, and just how embracing the community are. So thank you, Tanya. I think I'll hand over to Sarah now.
Hi guys, thanks for that, Jazz. I'm Sarah, and I have been part of this fantastic community and the Soul Project since April last year. I actually get to the point of forget counting how long I've been part of it, so I just simply say April last year. That's how long I've been part of it so far. Beforehand, I was suffering from menopause severely. Really, I don't like remembering back beforehand. And another thing I noticed also was I couldn't lie on my left-hand side without being in a lot of pain. Obviously, you know, getting older. I've just turned 50, so my body was feeling the aches and pains as you do as you get older. I was working long hours. I was security guard, and I was not enjoying it. My life was really just exhausted. So my beautiful sister introduced me to the Soul Project, and I jumped on board straight away. I thought, this is fantastic. Anything natural. Considering my mother died of cancer, I didn't want to take any chemicals, so I'm very much a natural person, and I've enjoyed it ever since. The community, the mind, body and soul combination, the fantastic nutritional support that you get as well, and you're part of, is just absolutely fantastic. And honestly, I can't think of a better choice to make when it comes to your health, because I've always believed that your health is your wealth. If you're healthy, then everybody else around you is going to be wealthy, because you're going to be being able to earn your money and being able to provide for the family. And if you're unable to do that, then what is there to do? On another note, my daughter is also on the children's products, and I've noticed a huge change in her. So it's not just us that see the benefit of the program and the products, but it's also the family as well. She was just in there tonight making pasta salad with our Japanese students. So she's looking more along the lines of what she can do to be healthier and exercising better. So all in all, it's fantastic. The Mind, Body, Soul, the mindfulness, it's all the community. I just can't praise enough like Jasmine did. So I will now pass you over to Kieran and hear from her.
Hi guys, thanks Sarah. I'm Kieran and I am absolutely honoured to be presenting my little snippet, my little story. I simply love this program. It is an all-encompassing one-stop shop for me. I have come from a very, very busy background, working insane hours and not the best choices, obviously. Prior to this, completely devoid of life, basically, emotions, zero energy, all the kind of stuff that you actually need to live in life. And I came into the program, like Tanya, accidentally got introduced to it, thought that I had nothing to lose at the time. Obviously I didn't. And I can officially say it's like apples and oranges, literally, for the type of person that I am now. This program, although I'd started on the body side of things, because that's something that I could actually control, little did I know that with the amazing resources for our mind and our soul, such as the cleansers, the meditations, they are what I like to call a trifecta. So we have a little balance between all of them. And obviously when one is balanced, we have optimal functioning self, which in turn allows us to actually give back more to those around us. I have more energy, I sleep better, I'm no longer cranky. I used to suffer from migraines and things like that. I've been a lifelong sufferer up until I started actually on the nutritional support. Thought I'd never get rid of them. And as far as, you know, wanting to thrive in life, I can officially say that I am well on my way. And like both Jasmine and Tanya and Sarah have all said, it's hugely to do with the community. And at the time I started, my life was very upside down. But what I can truly honestly say is that it is a welcoming, non-judgmental, consistently supportive, even on your really shitty days. Everybody is there for you, boosting and wanting you to win. So yeah, in my world, there is no other option or choice. It is a huge collective. I am totally in love with our new revamped Vitality Hub, because it is literally vital, simply amazing. So that's my little piece of my snippet of my life, of what we're doing. And I just want to say, to close everything out, thank you so much for all of us who have joined us online this evening. To those who are watching the replay and have been sent this link, if there are any questions and at all that you may want to know about our amazing product and our phenomenal program, please feel free to get in touch with the person that sent you the link. We are more than happy to answer questions, any queries, and we look forward to actually seeing you here with us. If you have the opportunity, take a look and enjoy. Thanks so much and good evening.